All right, shalom, shalom. We're the real Hebrew Israelites coming day in and day out. Prophesy downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America. First off and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Karkadash. Double honors to the old apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. Brother Shapaya coming at you again with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Hopping straight into it, as you see in the title, it says the Mount of Israel. And I'm going to go straight into it. I'm going to start at 27. 26. I'm going to start with verse 15. I was going to start at 31, but it is good. Mother, embrace thy children and bring them up with gladness. Make thy feet as fast as a pillar, for I have chosen thee, saith Yahweh, which is going into Israel. All right, Israel is the chosen nation, right? But within that chosen nation, you have what? The elect. And those that be dead will I rise up again from their places and bring them out of their graves, for I have known my name in Israel. All right. Now that first that Trump, right, in Corinthians, it talks about them that died in Hamashiach is going to rise first. All right. This is the elect that fell asleep in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay. Fear not, thou mother of thy children, for I have chosen thee, saith Yahweh. Right? It's going back into the nation of Israel. All right. For thy help will I send my servants Esau and Jeremy, which is Isaiah and Jeremy, after whose counsel I have sanctified and prepared thee 12 trees laden with diverse fruits. All right. And as many fountains flowing with milk and honey, and 7 mighty mountains whereupon the grown roses and lilies, whereby I will fill thy children with joy. Now, that's starting with what? All right. What's the counsel that's been sanctified? The truth. All right. It says, I prepared thee with 12 trees laden with diverse fruits. All right. This is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that we have. All right. It says, and as many fountains flowing with milk and honey, and 7 mighty mountains, whereupon there grow roses and lilies, whereby I will fill thy children with joy. Do right to the widow, judge the fatherless, give to the poor, defend the orphan, clothe the naked. All right, and that's our jobs as prophets. This is what Jeremiah and Isaiah did as well. All right. And we're doing the same things that they're doing. Yahweh Shai said, when you did the least unto them, you have done it to me. All right. So we're clothing the needy, the poor, all right, the naked, the fatherless, the widow. All right. That's what we're doing by giving out this truth. All right. Because you're a widow, because what? You don't know who your husband is. You're fatherless because you don't know who the hell you are. You don't know your heritage. All right. You don't know your nation, your native tongue, none of this. You don't know the prophecies. Okay. Orphan, are you not in the land that you don't know? All right. Are you not naked? Are you not putting on the customs of other nations? Okay. It says, heal the broken and the weak. Laugh not a lame man to scorn. Salakia. Tongue twisted. Laugh not a lame man to scorn, defend the maimed, and let the blind man come up into the sight of my clearness. Now, all this is metaphorical, all right? Because when you don't have the truth or the whole truth, you're maimed. You're maimed, all right? Matter of fact, you're supposed to cut that part off and cast it into fire, okay? It says, let the blind man come into the sight of my clearness, all right? Now, at one point in time, we was all blinded, all right? But we came into the truth. So that's what the prophets are supposed to do. All right. That's why in this context, the Lord is telling what? Israel, who is our mother nation, hey, fear not. I got prophets that's going to stand up for the elect. All right. Any elect died in my name, I'm gonna raise them up. Okay. And we have plenty of scriptures proving that, right? Keep the old and young within thy walls. All right. Whosoever thou findest the dead, take them, bury them, and I will give thee the first place in my resurrection. Okay? Abide still, O my people, take thy rest, for thy quietness still come. All right? Like I said, the first ones that's going to be risen is them that die Hamashiach. Okay? And not only that, by us doing this work and enduring to the end, that second death is not going to come upon us. All right? That we're going to have that resurrection. All right? Taking part in that first resurrection. Okay? It says, nourish thy children, O thy good nurse, establish thy feet. Now, how do we do that? With the truth. How do you nourish the children? With the 100% doctrine. That's how you do that. Okay? You can't have 99 here and then 1% you off. Oh, well, the name could be anything. The MOTB. No, that's not how it works. Okay? It says, nourish thy children. What do you feed the children? The milk. Desiring the sincere milk. And when they get to a point, they can start eating meat. All right? But you cannot give children anything. You have to nourish them up the right way. As for thy servants, whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from amongst thy number. What number is that? The elect. All right? It says not one should perish. Now listen, like the elders just made a video, prepare your minds for death. Hey, some of us may go through it. All right? But the Lord said not one of us is going to perish. Not one of us is going to fall or be plucked out of Yahweh Shem Yahushai's hand. The elect is the elect, no matter what happens. Okay? Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. All right, you can read the same thing in Isaiah the 65th chapter. It says we're going to drink, be merry. You other motherfuckers are going to be crying and sorrowful. Why? Because you're going to be in a bad condition. Scriptures talks about, then shall it be known who my elect is. All right? This Egypt ain't going to be like the first Egypt where all Israel was protected. No, only the elect is going to have that protection, man. All right? Wisdom of Solomon, I believe the third or the first chapter goes into that. The Lord said he wasn't going to let nobody touch us or fuck with us, man. All right? And that's what I believe, man. It says, the heathen shall envy thee, but they shall they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. All right? Because you have to imagine what's going to be going on in the world for the heathens and other people to be fucking envious of us. Obviously, there's going to be some type of blessing, some type of covering the elect. Hey, here you go. Hey, speaking of cover, my hand shall cover thee, and thy children shall not see hell. That sounds like Psalms the 91st chapter. It says, my hand shall cover thee, and thou shalt not see hell. All right? We're going to be protected in that day. More importantly, and we ain't going to have no part of that second fucking death. Okay? Be joyful, O thou mother, with thy children, for I will deliver thee, saith the Lord. Remember thy children that sleep, for I shall bring them out of the sides of the earth and show mercy to them, for I am merciful, saith the Lord Almighty. So like you're going back into the elect rising, the elect that passed away. Embrace thy children until I come. Show mercy unto them, for my wells run over, and my grace shall not fail. So that's the mission Yahweh Shemel Shai has gave the prophets. All right. Now it talks about the mother, all right, Israel. So this country, who's leading it? Who's directing it? It starts with the prophets. That's why the lesson is entitled The Mountain of Israel, because that's the government. That's the structure. It starts with the elect. Okay? Verse 33. Now, this is where I wanted to start, but I had to start it up because it was so good. It says, I, Esdras, received a charge from the Lord upon Mount Oreb, that I should go unto Israel. But when I came unto thee, they set me at naught and despised the commandment of the Lord. So this is what Esdras had to deal with. The same things we have to deal with. A lot of these niggas don't consider. Okay? And therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen, that hear and understand, look for your shepherd. Now who's the heathen? You Israelites, because you what? You're Gentiles in your mind. Okay? Not natural Gentiles, all right, but Gentiles in the mind. Okay? Look for your shepherd. He should give thee everlasting rest, for he is nigh at hand and shall come in the end of the world. Now, guess what? When Yahweh Shai was born, that started, all right, this is the end. All right? This is the end. All right? How much more now? Okay? Be ready to the reward of the kingdom, for the everlasting light shall shine upon you forevermore. Flee the shadow of this world. Receive the joyfulness of your glory. I testify my Savior openly. So that's how we're supposed to be for Yahweh Shem Shai. We in it. We locked in. Okay? We locked in. We fled the shadow of this world. Fuck everything this world or this earth have to offer. Okay? I received the gift that is given to you, and be glad, giving thanks to him that have led you to the heavenly kingdom. And where does the kingdom start? Right here. Right here. Okay? Rise up and stand. Behold the number of those that be sealed in the feast of the Lord. And what's the feast of the Lord? Is it not the marriage of the Lamb and the bride? Everybody ain't invited to that wedding. If you snuck up another way and you ain't got the wedding garments on, you getting your ass tossed out. Okay? Verse 39, which are departed from the shadow of this world and have received glorious garments. Blessed is he who keepeth the garment, right? Receive glorious garments of the Lord, which really is the truth. It's the doctrine. All right? That's why that nigga was cast out, because he didn't have the wedding garments on. Okay? Take thy number, O Zion, and shut up those that are thine, that are clothed in white, which have fulfilled the law of the Lord. All right? And we know which two the law hangeth on. Love the Lord with all thy heart, love thy neighbor as thyself, right? Everything else follows suit with that. The number of thy children who thou longest for is fulfilled. Beseech the power of the Lord, that thy people, which have been called from the beginning, may be hallowed, which is made holy, which we're coming back into that. That's why Yahweh Shai did what he did. Okay? Verse 42, I, Ezra, saw that Mount Sion a great people, whom I cannot number, and they were prepared with, they had Salaki, and they all praised the Lord with songs. Now you have what? The 144 in the mixed multitude, which are all Israelites from the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay? This is what Ezra is saying. All right? A number that could not be numbered, just like Revelation talks about. Once again, this proves that the prophets seen the same vision, but they wrote it down from their point of view. Okay? Verse 43, and in the midst of them, there was a young man of high stature, taller than the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. Which this is Yahushua in the elect. Right? Well done, thou faithful servant, right? And that's this moment. So I asked the angel, and he said, Sir, what are these? And he answered and said unto me, These be they that put off the mortal clothing. Hey, now remember this. Remember the angel asked John, hey, do you know who these is? What did he say? Thou knowest, sir. Because the mixed multitude didn't look like your typical Israelites. They were Israelites, but they were Israelites picked out of all the tribes of the earth. When I say tribes of the earth, you have Israelites that dwell amongst all tribes of the earth, all right, which includes you other heathens. So they may look like the heathens, but in actuality, they are what? Israelites, okay? These are they that put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahweh. That's key. Says the elect shall praise the holy name. Now are they crowned or receive palms. Now what? Was not Paul talking about a crown? Paul knew that this vision was going to happen. That's why he said, hey, I received my crown. I did everything the Lord told me to do. I know I'm going to receive my crown. Okay? And receive palms. Then said I unto the angel, what young person is this that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? And he answered and said unto me, this is the Son of Yahweh, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood stiffly for the name of the Lord. And the angel said unto me, go thy way and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders of the Lord thy power thou hast seen. All right. So this is the government of Israel, right? And this is starting with Yahushua, all right, on down. This is what the elect did. This is why they are the elect, and this is why Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to do what he's going to do for them. All right. The Lord didn't tell the 12, hey, y'all going to be sitting on 12 thrones judging the 12 tribes of Israel for no reason. This is the government. Okay. This is the government of Israel. And it's not a light thing. And so with that, like I said, I just wanted to touch 33 on down, but the Spirit made me go up to about verse 15 so we could get the context of everything, from the importance of the nation of Israel to the importance of who the elect of Israel is, the embodiment as far as the government system and what they're doing today. All right, we're doing the same things Isaiah and Jeremiah did. Okay. Hey, so with that, hey, I pray this was edifying. I'm saying all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kadash. Double honors to the other apostles of great millstone, and salutations to the elect, wherever it may be. Above the ball.